Hello, my lovelies. I'm in Bangkok and I am laying my fat ass down on the bed. This is a bed that's as hard as a brick, but I am appreciative of it right now. I just took like the quickest shower in my life that's not really true, but still, like, I took a quick shower. I need to shave, but like, I just don't have the energy. So I just got to Bangkok. I lost 12 hours of my life, literally. I know here right now it's roughly like 1:30 p.m. on Wednesday, and back home in Florida it is roughly 1:30 p.m. or a.m. Tuesday. Well, I guess technically Wednesday morning now. But yeah, I'm 12 hours ahead. So much flights. So much. Everything was good though, like seriously. Everything was really good. I got to the airport in plenty of time, even though I went later than expected. Like, I talked to my mom, I was like, I don't think that I actually have to be there that early, because although I was flying internationally the first two, the first two flights were leaving from America. So, no, wait, I said, y'all forgive me, I'm sleep deprived. The first flight was leaving America, going into America, because I flew from Orlando to LA. So, although it's technically an international flight, it wasn't when I was leaving. Like, it was flying domestic. So, I didn't have to go in that way. I did the TSA pre-check. Holy crap, that was like so much easier. Oh, so much easier. I really wish that that worked throughout the world, because man, I have global entry, but that really only matters when you're coming back into America. So so my first flight, it was economy. There was there somebody next to me? Yeah, there's somebody next to me, but all was well, like no biggie. Like, the seats were comfortable, relatively. Like, I had enough knee room, everything was pretty good. That was like a 5-ish hour, I don't even know, hour flight. It started we were delayed like 25 minutes, I think, and that set us a little bit behind. So when I got to LA, I didn't have as much time as I hoped to have. I was hungry, I had to use the bathroom, like I had just enough time, and like everything was closing down by then. So I needed to like rearrange my bag, because I was like, some stuff that I really wanted was not available easily to me. So I have massively overpacked. So they're tending to do flights like super booked. So they're asking people to like check their baggage, their carry-on. So I was like, okay, fine. I know they're kind of, it'll end up being a voluntold situation. So I did that. But being the case, that meant like a lot of the stuff that I expected to have on me in flight was not available. My backpack is like to the brim packed, so much that I wouldn't go into the seat. Thankfully, like, I still was able to put it up above, but it was like 50 pounds probably. Maybe not quite, but probably close. My realtor got me the backpack, and I absolutely love it. I think I'm gonna have to either like massively rearrange or downsize things and maybe switch out the bag. I love it so much. It's so perfect, except it needs wheels. If it had wheels, it would be perfect. It does not, and I expected to be able to just like put it on the the thing in the back, like the strap that hooks onto your carry-on. They're starting to like mandate people to check their carry-on, so that kind of renders it obsolete. So there's that. So my back hurts because I've been carrying it around all the airports. And then finally I saw, oh, they have trolleys. I didn't see it at LAX, but I saw it in Hong Kong, and then I saw it in Bangkok, and I definitely utilized it. But you can't take those trolleys everywhere, like through customs and immigration and stuff like that. You can't take it. So totally took my blanket from United. There's Saks Fifth Avenue blankets. I was like, what? Anyway, so got on my second United flight from LAX to Bangkok. No, to Hong Kong. And that, like, I upgraded the seats. I'm glad I did. It was not a full flight. The only thing that I'm like, man. So the people that booked like standard economy, they because it wasn't a full flight, which that's not guaranteed, obviously. A lot of them were able to just like put the armrest down and sleep in the whole aisle. So they had like 3 seats in a row to like lay down and actually sleep. Meanwhile, I was sitting up sleeping. And there was a kid behind me. He was so cute, but he was definitely he was definitely not conducive to sleeping, let's say that. He was an older kid, not older, he was like probably 3 or 4. I'm gonna say older 3, probably 4, maybe early 5-year-old. And it was his first flight, which was cool, you know. I wasn't mad about it, but like at some point, I'm like, if the kid's calling for their mom literally like 20 times, yelling for their mom, do something. Like the dad was sitting right next to him. Do something. Shush him up. I was sleeping. So their food was actually pretty decent. Like, I got the vegetarian plate because I don't eat meat. So there was only one thing that I was like, not the best. It was the breakfast. But everything else was like really, really pretty good. Not the best in the world, but like way better than I remember airplane food being. The flight attendant was so nice. Her name is Kelly. That's the one I dealt with the most. Like, she was so cool. Like, genuinely nice. I don't know, just like the whole thing was really cool. Like, I'm very glad that I chose them, and very glad that I upgraded, because it was way more comfortable. Way more comfortable. Let's see. We arrived a little bit early to Hong Kong, which I'm glad. I was able to like, a lot of the signs are in English as well. Even though like I didn't know where to go necessarily, like it said, you know, go to Terminal 1. Well, nothing said terminal number what, you know, it didn't do that. So that part was a little tricky. Trying to find out, like I asked, and some people didn't speak English, some people did. Fortunately, like one really nice guy was like, okay, you gotta go here. But then that wasn't true. I didn't have a printed boarding pass yet, so I actually had to go across the way, where they would print me a boarding pass. It took probably 20 minutes for somebody to even come to the gate. There was a line of us. So finally somebody came and helped all of us, printed out the pass. Then I had to go through customs and well, it wasn't even called that. It was called transfer, but I still had to go through security again. That's when, so I had pointy tweezers. You know, like the pointy tweezers. I had pointy pointed tweezers. That got me flagged. And then nail clippers, regular regular nail cutters. So that hung me up like 20 some odd minutes because we had to figure out what it was, figure out where it was, unpack everything in my overstuffed backpack, and then I had to repack it and go. So I still got to the terminal in time. I probably had like 20-ish minutes. And I was so like thirsty, but I was like, oh shit, I can't drink the water here. I don't know though, like at the airports, they have like the bottle, like the bottle fillers, and in America they're filtered, and I saw a light, so I think that they're filtered. I'm just not sure if they're safe, so I was like, ugh. But my realtor also bought me a handy dandy straw that's a filter straw. It's kind of hard to suck through, but like, hey, it worked. I drank some water. I was thirsty. And then on the third flight, that was Cathay Pacific, something like that. I don't know. Oh, by the way, Hong Kong airport, absolutely fucking beautiful. Like, so clean, humongous. Like, when they were taxiing in the plane, like, it is like, I mean, just tons of planes that we had to pass in the lots. And then, like, just massively huge, but so pretty, and like just updated and modern and clean, and tons of people were there, but it wasn't like loud and crowded, like American airports were like, they're just so like everybody's rushing, not there. And people were quiet, and there wasn't, just, I don't know, it was a whole different experience. Definitely felt foreign, and the scenery, it was so pretty, like mountains and just this huge, like, picturesque glass window, and it was just absolutely gorgeous. And then flying out was every bit as pretty. And then I took the flight to on Cathay Pacifica, I think that's what it's called. It's I did not get to pick a seat. They put me in row 47, I think. 45. No, I'm transposing. Again, no sleep. 74. I was in row 74. I was at the very, 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 very back of the plane, and the seats were extremely tight, and like, I'm a big girl, so I managed it, but I felt bad for the guy sitting next to me. He was an expat. He said retired military. He has moved to Thailand 7 years ago, so he was really nice. I was like, I'm sorry, I know I'm like taking up all the room, but he was cool about it. And so at the Bangkok airport, like, my hotel had sent a transfer, like a shuttle service, so they were waiting on me. I had already done the entry paperwork online at home, but they were like signs saying that I had to go back and do it, so like I pulled up my QR code, and here I am thinking everything's good. Excuse me. There was nowhere to scan my QR code, so I'm like, damn it, man, I gotta do this again. There was a lady literally crying because she had also done the paperwork at home, and like, her internet wasn't working. She couldn't find any kind of like confirmation. just nothing was working out right. You know, she was just stressed, and I get it. You know, she asked me if I speak Deutsch, which I think is German, and I was like, no, but she spoke English. So we're talking, and she was like legitimately crying, and I gave her a hug, I rubbed her back, I was like, it's gonna be okay, we're gonna figure this out. So I ended up like the one open terminal she took, and I was like, damn it. But it's okay. And then I ended up doing the paperwork again, even though it turns out I didn't have to. I didn't have to go through that line at all. The one guy that they had there was like probably 7 or 8 terminals, and it's all like self-help kind of thing. Nowhere did it say if you've already done the paperwork, you can just bypass this whole area. I wish it had said that. And he was so busy helping people that he wasn't, because I was like, do I have to do this again? Like, I did this at home. Like, I have my confirmation email. And after I was finished, I went through it again. I got the same damn email. I was like, listen, I'm not doing this again. Like, what's up? So I waited in line to talk to him. And he was like, not laughing at me, but like, he was like, oh, you didn't have to do this. I was like, man, that was like 20 minutes I wasted. So then, you know, he's like, okay, we'll go to immigration, but I couldn't find immigration. Yeah, it was immigration. I couldn't find immigration. So did that. And then turns out I didn't even have to show the paperwork that I just did. Maybe it's already like hooked up to my passport. When they scan my passport, they know that I already did it. I don't know. But I was like, are you kidding me? But then I had to go through like checkpoint lines again. And then I had to go through customs. But the guy looked at my luggage. He's like, okay, you can go. Like, he didn't make me do anything, which was cool. Because some people were having to, like, you know, talk to them. They were opening their luggage. They didn't do that to me. So, don't know why, but I thank them for that. At this point, I'm thirsty because on the plane, like, they had food at the last flight, but it was, like, nothing, basically. And I had bariatric surgery, so I don't eat a lot of food anyway, but it was not a lot of food. And they gave me water in a cup, but like, I didn't see, it came from a pitcher. And I was like, I don't know if I should drink that water or not, so I didn't. So I was so thirsty, and I'm walking around the airport, lugging all this luggage, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so thirsty, I'm so hungry. And then, yeah, eventually, I finally found, like, I had to walk, like, everywhere. Like, it was a long walk. But yeah, I finally met up with the driver, well, somebody who works for the hotel, who, you know, there was, like, a driver driving around, like, probably waiting in a holding lot. And they came and got me, drove me through town. It's so cool, like, on like the highway or road, I don't know, it's like a bigger road, leaving the airport, they have like golden statues and like pretty flowers, and I think it said like long live the king or something like that. It was just very pretty, unique but pretty. And then we go into Bangkok, and like, I mean, I flew into Bangkok, but like away from the airport, and you're like, oh my God, like the streets are so packed, and like people are walking, and the drivers don't slow down. And the guy was like in a big van. It's like a, you know, 7-passenger van kind of thing. And people are walking right next to him, people cutting us off, and their little mopeds and stuff. I'm like, I would have a panic attack and die. Oh, I'm cold. So anyway, I checked in the hotel. Apparently at 4, there's a market that opens up, and I'm like, I need to go there, but I'm so tired. So, but I need to eat. I think I have almonds and like a granola bar or something from the airplane still, but They gave me water. I have a fridge and they gave me water, and it's in a glass bottle. Like, I don't know, it's pretty cool. So I was very appreciative for that. I do have a fridge, and I don't feel like getting up because I'm cold and my feet hurt and whatever, but it's a small room. It's older, but it's clean. The bed is very hard. The bathroom, there's like no separate shower. And they have a sign saying not to throw toilet paper down the toilet. That's gonna be an interesting one. But yeah, otherwise, like, they have air conditioning, which I am thankful for, although I expected it to be way hotter. It's pretty comparable to Florida. Like, I was walking outside and it was just like Florida, like it, hot, but I'm used to that, so hopefully it won't be too bad. There's a pool here. If I get energy, I may go to it. Otherwise, I may take a little nap and then go to the market and grab some food and stuff like that. I don't know. I think I have everything I need. Otherwise, I just don't have food. But I'll be here tonight and tomorrow. And then after that, like, to be determined. I don't know if there's stuff around here that is fun to do. Like, I'll talk to the hotel desk people, leader, and see, if it's something that there's cool things close by, I'll stay longer. That way I don't have to, it's gonna be a nightmare going multiple places with all this luggage. Like, I have a feeling I'm gonna end up dumping a lot of clothes, which sucks because I've purged so much, but anyway. Alright, so I've blabbed enough, but that is my story of how I got from Florida to Bangkok. Did it by myself, with the help of some nice airline and airport peoples. Yeah, I'm here. Let my journey begin. I'm scared, but I'm gonna have a blast. Anyway.